Ah, welcome back to System Shock, the remake game, which was made for a very long time. So, but the basic plot has already started to reveal itself. It's not Shodan is the main culprit of the stuff. Things going bad in here. People are going to fight it, but so far there has been no survivors present, except, well, you know, that little implant in your head that didn't look too healthy, good for you, so I'm gonna bash you to pieces. Yep, there's some toxic waste in this room. Yep, no wonder. I should have looked at the door, but I didn't. Well, luckily the security guard doesn't seem to be particularly, you could say, does not seem, but you could say particularly alright, so it's got Teflon coated. Now it's standards. Oh yeah, like that. I think it might be wiser to not. Even money takes space in my inventory, so you could say that the game has not been made, you could say, in this kind of sense, to be particularly user-friendly by letting you carry infinite amounts of. Oh yeah, there's a vending machine. Group 1 access. Yep, the original one had you could say quite thumping techno music right at the beginning. Damien Mulligan was cyborg assassin. Yep, they got shown. There's all kinds of cyborgs apparently running up. You ain't. Well, that one was not cyborg. Toilet. Somehow that kind of little detail, you ain't gonna send any of more of your cyborg scum against me. Oh yeah, open that door. Because now, as I do a little bit of, you could say, comparing works to the, you could say something like a really big name of that era, Doom 2. The Berserk buttons are not that. Drugs take them more discriminately. Yeah, momentary health. Oh, so now I can use junk items to convert them into actually useful items. So let's just into credit. So let's just make a little bit of a test on that feature. Junk to a soda. Junk. So let's just make a test about this little machine's convenience. Oh yeah, I have to do it like this. Open up this. Yeah, I had to manually move items from here to there. Alright, where's the... No return value. Then for 1 credit. It seems to have a, you could say, kind of inconvenient user interfaces in this game, which I don't particularly... It might be authentic in a sense that make it more basically realistic for that for the era game was made and all that. Disabled lift. But it's still quite an annoying thing to happen, deal with. And well, I was rambling about you could say the level thing. Original System Shock, or what would I say, when you compare System Shock to Doom, especially Doom 2, System Shock had a, you could say, a goal of trying to be, or what would I say, present its game area as, well, not realistic, but as real as it could be, in a sense that it would be a real location where people work, to conduct business, and all kind of locations. That Citadel Station was not just a game area that you want to play in. Nope, they wanted it to be a real, well, real-ish location, because it's a science fiction location. Big corporate space station. What would... Oh, I have to get familiar with this scrapping mechanic, because I feel that I really need to be able to use credits to buy stuff. Yep. We are close to Saturn. Why would it be Saturn? Because, well, I think it was a matter of writing.
One of the last that hasn't been changed yet. Mira and the others are dead. I saw them die. I think I saw Mira in one of the corridors yesterday. She had so many implants. I couldn't be sure. Shorthand has modified the regeneration days, so they do things to you now. I'm going to try to override the cyborg protocols on the medical level regen thing. If it works, then maybe I die from this infected arm. It's throbbing and pulsing. God, it hurts.
Well, that gave us something about the info about the level of technology this game has. Oh yeah, that's how I can actually do some shit. How I hate those spider things. Yep, cyborg spider monster evil things. What is this? Is this the regeneration station? Didn't look like it. Oh, I think there's even another, you could say, melee weapon called seemed wrench. In the original one, there was actually just two, wrench and wrench. Actually, no, it was not wrench, just a piece of pipe. And then you had the laser blade that you would get later, and which would be, you could say, just a upgrade, meaning that once you actually find the manual lock, that once you actually find the laser blade, you don't need to carry wrench around, and you would usually get so much ammunition and equipment that there would not be much need to nothing really you could say. Didn't look like there was much anything of use around there. Is there a manual lock? No switch around here that I could seem to be able to open. So, but it looks like Shodan is making use of all the waste and debris there becomes. And I was too busy watching the inventory to forget that the enemies do respawn back. So there are perils. Well, there's the ladder up there. You really can't do much of big jumps. Oh, battery back. Fragmentation grenades. I got all kinds of stuff around here. So let's just look at the map. Hello there. I know it's a lovely lovely view, but you know it's quite disgusting for you to be wearing nothing. Yep. No gender. Whatever made them did not see it necessary Shodan did not see necessary for them to keep the naughty bits. I think, but they might be expendable. But how long has it taken? The corpses are fresh. The blood looks well. It ain't red fresh, but it's still quite much there.
Getting supplies from the West Wing Medical cost us handsome rains. At this rate, we're dead in hours rather than days. Weeks of loss after loss is taking its toll. We're going to rush the access corridor and reach the bridge. Take down Shodan. If we don't, then I'll make sure there isn't enough of me left to be used as spare parts.
Now, as a little statement about the original version, when it was first released, the text dialogue was all just written text. There was no voice. Oh yeah, group 1. But when they got the CD-ROM upgraded version, there was, well, more graphics modes. You could say for that, then more so much different kind of equipment, and well, there was more graphics modes for the then real big 640 by 480. I don't even know what's resolution of this game of PlayStation 5, except I know it is bigger than that. You know, I am not particularly keen about meeting you. Spark. Yeah, that was also, you could say, really, you could say, brilliant idea they had at the for it when the original System Shock was in sense that you could have the spark or Sparky, however you wanna call it, Spark U does not use ammunition in a sense that so yeah, I can actually oh. Ah, so now I figured out how that thing works, meaning that there might be lots of junk to be hauled around levels to get yourself some of those sweet coin. Open sesame. Well, something was in here. And there was a little crawl space. All kinds of... Another one of you. And more. Shit, I'm in a bad shape. Gotta run to the healing station around here, but luckily the station is quite, you could say, easily navigable in sense that once you actually open up the doors and all that. Oh shit, damn, ugh, I am dead. Well, that gives you a scene how the game actually has the game over screen. So let's just see what's the continue. Does it? I hope it does not demand manual saves. Oh, it really seems to do. It sent me out a lot. Well, that shows how the game works. So it's time to actually do a lot of jumping back, or at least cut away lots of progress. So I guess I have to learn how to do the manual save as well. Takes a while. Well, was killed, got back. Now I'm trying to get, well, now I'm back into this guy's room. And I wonder what this, or was that mutant Mr. Sushi-san? I can never know. But Shodan is converting people into her cyborg soldiers and minions. Most of them seem to just become made into mutants, but I wonder how much of these people actually are of these Shodan's zombie mutants. And how much are not. But interestingly enough, in the original System Shock... Shit. That's an assassin, that's a... way bigger and heavier. I don't know, does the headshot do more damage to them? But I certainly did not want to get scuffled with a Mantis cyborg. Yep. Most likely because okay, no reason to use the... Alright, they aren't particularly... Oh, and gamed, and it does not have automatic reload system in the guns either, which I might say will add tension to those, you could say, firefight moments that when you notice that your gun has run dry or ran out of ammunition, even though you would have it, and the enemy is still coming towards you. That adds a little bit of, you could say, tension to the gameplay, which is good. System Shock, well, it's hard to say what genre this is. The original was very much presented itself as an action RPG. This one has presentation more akin to horror game in this base. The enemies do spawn, meaning that there is no safe locations, that you can't just sweep the level clean of all the perils and then just focus on doing whatever you are wanting to be doing, which is say causing endless amount of annoyance to Shodan. Yeah, spoiling the plot. You constantly have to be wary of what's going on and what are you doing, and also the ammunition supply and the fact that everything you carry has to. Give me some drugs. Everything has to fit into your inventory space, which in the original one was, you could say, practically, it was unlimited because of. Yeah, I can see that there are, you might say, some, you could say lack of polish, in sense that there's yep, that's radiation room. You don't want to go there. Alright, I say that this wire puzzle has become alright. Alright. Alright, alright, what the hell am I supposed to be doing in here? Oh. No, that kind of thing. It was kind of the control systems were kind of, you could say, inconvenient. But you don't want to fall down there. That's a radioactive death trap. You can get out from there, but it's still a radioactive death trap. And that was an ambush. By unpleasant critter monstrosity. And that was somebody who was a person. Now, I don't know, does the plugs does the being caught on camera well, let's make use of it. Ow! This message brought you by drugs. Drugs take them all discriminately. That's a great advertisement line, but it's humorous one, so I don't think there's any specific medical stuff called, just vaguely called drugs, especially if it's something that you should be take often and indiscriminately. Yeah. That guy found himself in something like a kind of headless. Him too, leg and arm. Showdowns and whatever's been here doing busy stuff. Oh yeah, that's actually kind of sensible and sane idea. But now I would make a little guesswork that Citadel is orbiting Saturn. How in hell would Shodan could use a mining laser? Well, which most likely, I don't know what could you mine from Saturn. Oh shit!
Maybe someone else should be in charge.
Yep, I killed a cyborg assassin and it crashed into the downstairs. Oh yeah, And when you look about it, there being through crossings, which I just went over, was a really big thing when the System Shock came out in game engines.
Todd got the combination for the armory on medical. It's 705. Once we're armed, some of the survivors want to head for the flight deck and escape. Others want to track the bridge. They think that if we can take Showdown offline, we can retake the station. I'm heading out to lead a group on Darcy. Together we will win this.
And there's another of the cyborg boys. But my ammunition for the well, there's markings here, but my ammunition for the mag pulse is running dangerously low. And you don't like your ammunition running low dangerously. Oh, and I was killed by a bomb explosion. Yeah, but I think that ends this episode right here. It is challenging, which is good. And once again, Showdown's gonna get some bits. Yeah, but see you next time. See ya.